Where's my questions here? Good morning, everybody. If you're in Australia, or hello, wherever you are in the world. I'm just getting my tech little stuff organized here. Every time I get on to do these lives, it's changed. Let me just, as usual, you can hear my dogs barking in the background. Okay, I think I've got the comments in the side. This is our weekly Q&A in the group. So yeah, if you're new, just wanted to let you know that I do a regular Sunday morning weekly Q&A if you're in Australia, but a regular Q&A at 9 a.m. at the moment on Australian Eastern Standard Time. There's always a replay, so if you can't make the live, there'll be a replay for you. It's the Q&A is you can ask me any questions. If you're having any issues with your Off The Track Thoroughbred, you want to ask some advice, yeah, just have your questions ready and pop on, and I'll answer them for you as best I can, or if I can't answer them, I will find out for you. I'll do some research, so I'll definitely be able to help you in some way. And also too, if you can't make the live, you're more than welcome to pop the questions in the group beforehand, and I'll answer them for you in the weekly Q&A. So I'm just getting my tech ready here. And I'll have a sip of my coffee. Love my coffee. So I'm just I just check. And that's all okay. Okay. So I'm just checking to make sure. Yep. Cool. Okay. So I actually haven't got any questions for this week's Q&A, so I'll wait to see if any questions pop on. In the meantime, I just wanted to welcome our new members. So welcome to the Off The Track Thoroughbreds Success Facebook group. This is a group where it's a social learning and educational group for Off The Track Thoroughbred retraining. I specialize in retraining Off The Track Thoroughbreds using compassionate training and like a holistic rehabilitation. So yeah, I've worked with thoroughbred racehorses in racing and out of racing for over 20 years, about 23 years now. I actually had an Off The Track Thoroughbred 23 years ago, and then 17 and a half years ago I started working in racing as a track work rider and everything else, stable hand, set up my own racehorse spelling business. But basically I've ridden track work every day for the last 17 and a half years up until yeah, recently. I think I'm retired now. I don't know. I keep going back and forward, but pretty much still been running track work up until the last couple of weeks. So yeah, know the thoroughbred racehorse really, really well. I might just turn my phone off here, because turn the silent off because it bings a lot. So yeah, I have a very intimate understanding of the thoroughbred racehorse in and also out of racing, and I mean I just love them. I think they're amazing horses, and the reason that I'm so passionate about this Facebook group and my academy and my online courses is because I've noticed how misunderstood thoroughbred racehorses are off the track thoroughbreds when they leave racing. It's very hard if you take on an off the track thoroughbred and they may have some issues, which a lot of them do, coming from the racing industry. They've lived a completely different life than your equestrian horse. They've been under an immense amount of pressure with being a racehorse, and look, they are different than other horses. And if you don't understand their life in racing, if you don't really understand where they've come from and why they're doing the behaviors they may be doing, and why they need to be approached differently than other horses, you can really come to some brick walls. You can get stuck a lot of the way, and it's very disheartening for you as an owner and a rider, because I know I've been there before. When I got my Off the Track Thoroughbred way back 23 years ago, it was a real struggle. I actually struggled for 10 years or more. I think I struggled the whole time I had him up until towards the end, obviously, as I've increased my knowledge and expertise and skills, and things improved. But it took an extremely long while, at least 10 years of struggle before I started to to sort of feel like, oh, okay. But a big learning curve. And every time I had a struggle, I look back on now and think, wow. And I can really relate to other owners and riders of Off the Track Thoroughbreds that are in the same situation. So that's why I'm here. I understand why a lot of the difficulties are happening, and I understand the solutions. As usual, in my Q&As, I always have dogs barking because I forgot 6 little, I had 7. I lost my little baby Laszlo, one of my puppies, a month ago. But I have 6 now, and they're always very noisy. Suki! I'll just call her in. She's out barking at something. Poppy's here. Poppy, do you want to say hello? Poppy? You're in a lot of the Q&A, so just get Poppy. Come here, Pop. Oh, my gosh. There's Poppy. Look at this little fat thing. Hello. So Poppy is about 105, aren't you, Pops? You like the Q&As? She's a little rescue. She's not 105. What are you about? 13? 13? She's a little Lhasa Apso cross something other fluffy. And she's beautiful, aren't you? Yeah, she's a little rescue. She was going to be put to sleep. Her and her sister Suki, which is down here. Hey, Chrissy. Chrissy's looking at me. Are you okay, Chris? And Suki's in a lot of our lives, aren't you? She always sits next to me. So I'm at my desk here, and I have another chair next to me. And Suki's always sitting next to me on the chair. Next, that's your little seat, isn't it? You sit there every single evening, and also every morning when I do my lives and my work on the laptop. Hey, so she's beautiful. Yeah, so all my puppies are rescue except for one who I've had from 5 weeks. The other ones I've had from puppies as well, some of them. You came to me about you and Suki year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I know, she's so beautiful, and she loves getting out with the horses. She's got a little bit of arthritis in this foot, but she's a little hooner out with the horses, aren't you? You're just there, yeah. You bark at them non-stop, and you love it. You follow me all the way out to the paddock, yeah. Even though you're very old, well, you're not that old. Well, you're old, but you're a little bit crotchety, aren't you? But you follow me out everywhere. Anyway, this is little Poppy. Poppy. Did I call her Suki? I'm pretty sure. God, my brain's a bit everywhere. I need another sip of coffee, but this is Poppy. Poppy and her sister Suki. Okay, I'll pop her back down to the... There you go. You go down there. Okay. Okay, so because I haven't got any questions come in today, I will just talk, as I'm very good at. I wanted to talk about my launch this week of... Excuse me. The Off the Track Thoroughbred Success Academy. Really excited to have opened the doors for the first time to the academy, and it's a monthly subscription membership where you get ongoing access to all my courses. I have one, my the Kickstart Roadmap to Off the Track Thoroughbred Success in there, and every month there'll be new content put in. I've got a lot of plans and goals for the course, so I'm really excited to have opened the doors to this. So doors close to the academy this Tuesday Eastern Standard Time at midnight. So on the 9th of November at midnight Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I'll chat a little bit more about that in a moment. I just wanted to have a little chat about ulcers. And it is huge with Off the Track Thoroughbreds. It is huge, gastric ulcers. Now, I didn't know anything about this when I got my Off the Track Thoroughbred. And for years, actually, I wasn't really in the early years. Uh, the gastric ulcer situation when it comes to thoroughbred racehorses and off the track thoroughbreds wasn't as the knowledge wasn't out there as much as it is now. So yeah, it's a huge issue with thoroughbred racehorses in racing. So over 90% of thoroughbred racehorses have ulcers, and they're going to come off the track with ulcers. So it's really, really important to address whether your off the track thoroughbred has ulcers. The best way to do that is to have them scoped. If you treat without having having your horse scoped, it's a bit of a guessing game, and there's different types of ulcers. So you've got your squamous ulcers, which is the top part of the equine stomach, and you've got the glandular ulcers, the pyloric ulcers, which are at the glandular part. Now they're a bit harder to treat and take longer to heal. So there's medications as it's like a omeprazole to treat the ulcers. It's also really important. Now I'm finding this myself with my horses. You can treat with omeprazole, which is really good. And I highly recommend going down that path, having your horse scope, going under veterinary recommendation. But you need to there's something that you need to maintain on a long-term basis. That once you've treated, you've got an ulcer-free stomach, and you want to keep it that way. And I notice quite often they'll come back quite fast. I have got a lot of information on ulcers, and I've done some Q&As in the past with ulcers, but what is important is a very high fiber, high forage diet where the horse has access to a long stem forage 24/7. They really need forage to be going through their system all the time. I also have noticed too that I think it's important with off the track thoroughbreds that are under regular work to have some type of supplement, that is a maintenance supplement to nourish the lining of the stomach. And try and if you spent all the money and the time to treat the ulcers with the omeprazole, you want to make sure they don't come back, and be very observant of behaviors that your horse may displaying that there's signs of ulcers. I've got a video in the group on that. But a little bit of agitation, discomfort, dislike of being girthed up. As I said, I won't go into it in this live because I have got a previous video of the symptoms of ulcers, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions. But I just wanted to point out that I think a maintenance supplement of some kind is really important once you've treated your horse for ulcers, and to keep them away, and to make sure that the horse, you keep a very nice alkaline environment in the hindgut, and also in the stomach, and basically the whole equine gastric system. So it was just interesting with me. I've got a couple of my horses on. I know I'm not sponsored. Saying this, I'm not sponsored in any way, or getting paid to be promoting products. I'm in Australia, so I know some of these the two products I'm using. I'm not sure even if the other one is available overseas, but I'm using at the moment Calato GastroAid Recovery, and I find it amazing. I really do. I am noticing a difference in the horses that I have on it, and they seem calmer. They're not the ones that were wind sucking aren't wind sucking as much. A horse that was showing a few signs of agitation when I increased his workload has now calmed down again. So it's just, it is reinforcing that I really think some type of maintenance quality supplement is recommended to maintain a healthy intestinal gastric, I can't even get my words right, you know what I mean, a healthy stomach and intestinal gastric system. Oh, I need another sip of coffee. In our off the track thoroughbreds. I know this can be a little bit costly sometimes, so I just wanted to mention that I have done quite a lot of research on aloe vera. and not just any aloe vera, but Pacific aloe vera, a very high quality, high strength aloe vera. And I'm actually starting a program. So I've spoken to a distributor who has actually been the distributor of aloe vera that was given to. There was some trials done in Adelaide, Australia, with Bailey. Come on, with racehorses. Don't Not all of them. I think there may have been some thoroughbred racehorses in there, but anyway, there was promising results with aloe vera. And horses, no, I think they all had gastric ulcers actually. I know one in particular had, they were over grade 3 or grade 3 gastric ulcers, squamous ulcers, and also glandular ulcers. And there was promising results in healing, like full healing, with these ulcers in some of the horses. So that was really promising, and it was with aloe vera, and it was with the particular aloe vera that I actually have now with me. I'm looking at a container over there. So I'm actually getting one of my horses on the aloe vera that has scoped. He scoped for moderate to severe pyloric ulcers, and I'm going to get him on an 8-week program, and I will have him rescope. So yeah, look, if aloe vera is it seems to be promising and has shown so far some promising effects with the Adelaide University trials. Yeah, I'll let you know how I go with that, because it's economical. I love gastroaid recovery. And I think that, financially I probably would use them both, but it's also good to have options, and also, to find something that is, economical and, keeps ulcers away in your horse. So I'll let you know how I go with that. Look, if you're popping on, let me know if you have any questions. I also just wanted to talk about the Off the Track Thoroughbreds Success Academy. So I'll just wait to see if any questions pop up first. Have a look down here. Okay. So no questions popped in today. So I just wanted to now talk about the Off the Track Thoroughbreds Success Academy. The doors are open. Suki, guys, can you let me do my live? Suki! They're rascals. Suki! Come on, come here. She's a cutie. Doors are open to the Off the Track Thoroughbreds Success Academy, and as I said before, they close at the founding member price. So the founding member launch is up until this Tuesday midnight, the 9th of November, at 12 midnight. The doors close. So if you really think that it's something that sounds something that you'd be interested in finding out more about, I've got a link in the group. If you're on my email list, I've also sent out an email. If you want to get on my email list, there's a link to the Off the Track Thoroughbred starter kit. So download that, and also you will be put on my email list for the weekly newsletter that goes out, tips and trainings, and also any new trainings that come up. So that's in the announcement section of the group here. I also have put in the group a couple of notices to the academy and the first course that's in the academy. So you get access to, as soon as you join up, you have instant access to the Kickstart roadmap to Off the Track Thoroughbred Success. I love this course. I created it. I put so much work into it, and I was just going over it again the other night, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had this when I got my Off the Track Thoroughbred. I really, really think it's valuable for anyone that wants to successfully retrain their Off the Track Thoroughbred, and it gives you such a good insight into their life in racing, you know, I've worked in racing for so long, and it's such a big game changer when you understand where they've come from, why you have to address off the track thoroughbreds differently, and then I give you a roadmap. So I actually have a what I call the off the track thoroughbred retraining system. It's a holistic system, and it gives you a step-by-step roadmap to follow from the first time you get your off the track thoroughbred all the way through. So this is sort of like the core, the first course and one of the core online courses in the academy. And then every month I'm going to be adding content into the membership program. I'm also doing twice monthly live Zoom, Zoom group coaching, which is awesome. So twice a month, I'm going to do the different time zones so that everyone has access if you're over in the UK, the USA, and also down in Australia and New Zealand and that. You have access to the group coaching. There's always going to be replays. So we're going to get together and we're going to do group coaching sessions. So it's a wonderful opportunity to join at the really cheap founding member price, and you're locked in for that price for life as long as you stay in the academy. When the price goes up as the subscription evolves and enhances. Suki, this is commonplace in my lives, guys. Dogs barking. Suki. I'm always screaming at dogs. You stay at the founding member price, so it'll be going up to. I'll gradually, as the program evolves, I'll be increasing the price, and the price will increase after this Tuesday the 9th. But the price will be going up to, it'll increase as it evolves. So it's a really good opportunity to get in there at this price, and I think you will find it highly valuable. I know I would have if I had access to something like this when I first got my off the track thoroughbred. So if you have any questions about it, just pop them in the comments below underneath this live, and I will answer them for you. As I said, if you're on my email list, you also will receive an email about it, or if you haven't already. And yeah, look, I'm looking forward to seeing anyone who's interested in there and to get started. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity, a wonderful learning opportunity for everyone with off the track thoroughbreds, and I'm just looking forward to watching it evolve and grow. And as a founding member, I'm really going to be listening to you guys and your input and what you want as part of the academy that really supports you and gets results, you know, with your thoroughbred, and you know, the path on the retraining path that we all need to go through with our off the track thoroughbreds. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that. I will finish up here. Once again, a big welcome to all our new members. I have put a welcome post in the group, but if you have any questions, feel free just to pop up a post in the group. I'm in the group daily. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, enjoy the group. There's a guide section, so lots of information in the guide section, but that's in the welcome post as well. So if you, I'll just wait before I pop off. So I'm just going to pop off, finish this live in a moment. But if you've just come on and you have a question, pop them in the comments. Now, I have had some issues with comments not coming up in real time. So if you've put a comment in this live and I haven't answered it, it's because it hasn't shown up. Hopefully that hasn't happened. There's so much. This tech is still a bit of a learning curve for me, and every time I get on to do my lives, Facebook's changed something. So it's about ticking the right boxes, isn't it, with when you set up the techie stuff. Let me just make sure that I've got all this. Yeah, should all viewers can participate. So cool. Should be good. Should be all good, guys. Okay. So I will leave this week's Q&A there, and I will see you in the group, and I'll be on next Sunday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, for our next weekly Q&A. Have a lovely week, guys. Bye.